So here you can see some thing is given, right? Solanaceae. Actually, it's family. So if you recall what we have studied in the first lesson, the taxonomic hierarchy. So the species with common characters are grouped together in genus, and genus with somewhat characters resembling with each other are put together in a family, right? So in that order, it will go up to kingdom. So a group of genus that has common characters are included in something called family, and this Solanaceae is example of a family. And here you can see it is written something, right? So what is this is let's see now. Actually, Solanaceae is a family which is commonly known as potato family. It includes, since it is a family, it includes so many genus. So what are this is as semi-technical description of a flowering plant. So how it is done? So first thing about its habit will be there, whether it is herb, shrub or tree. Since it is a family, some of the genus may be either herb, some of it may be shrub, and rarely or many trees may also be present. So we cannot restrict it only to herb, shrub or tree. So various variety of habit is possible, yes or no, because it includes so many plant genus. And next, after habit, you have to say some description about how the root, stem and leaf common characteristics, how it is. After that, you will be going for inflorescence and or flower. In that, you will be discussing about calyx, corolla, androecium, as well as you will say about gynoecium. So after that you will draw something called floral diagram. So how to draw this, I will give a separate video on this. After that you will write something called floral formula. So by seeing this formula itself, you can say the characteristic feature of the flower of this plant. So what is it actually? Here you can see some letters, right? So actually BR indicates bracteate, whether it has bract. If it is having bract, it is bracteate. If it is not having bract, you will put a E in the front, that is E bracteate. So K is used, since C, calyx and corolla both begins with C. In order to avoid confusion, this calyx is indicated by the letter K, corolla is by C, perianth, that is if you cannot distinguish calyx and corolla, you will say it as perianth. In that case you will write it as P. And A for androecium, G for gynoecium. And we have seen ovaries, right? Superior, inferior. So if you draw a line below G, it indicates superior ovary. If you draw a line above G, that indicates inferior ovary. And if you draw a 0 and an arrow like this, it indicates male. And if you draw a 0 and a plus sign, it is female. So some flower, it has both male and female. In that case, you attach these two things. This is bisexual. So if it is actinomorphic, that is radial arrangement, you will indicate by this symbol. If it is zygomorphic, that is bilateral symmetry, you will indicate by a symbol like this. So now you can say, so this is flower is actinomorphic, bisexual. It has so we have seen, right, trimerous, tetramerous. So this is tetra, 4 and multiples of 4. So calyx is 4, corolla is 4. So why it is 2 plus 2? Not 2 are embedded inside and 2 are that based on estivation, which we have seen. And here 4 corolla is present. Androecium is 6 androecium, and gynoecium, it includes 2 gynoecium. So why it is given 2 plus 4? See, you can see 2 stamen are in the corner and 2 are circling around gynoecium. So based on how it looks, you can describe the flower using something called floral formula. Now if you see this, it will be easy for you to understand. So first, as I said, it is about habit. Plants mostly herbs, shrubs and rarely small trees. And about stem, it is herbaceous. It looks like herb, soft stem, and rarely woody. So if it is a tree, definitely it will be woody. And all are aerial. The vegetative parts, here we are seeing about vegetative characters. So the vegetative parts will be above the ground and it is exposed to air. Erect means it will grow straight. And the stem, how it will look cylindrical, and it has branches, that is branched. It is solid means the center portion will be filled completely, or in some cases the central part will be hollow. So hollow, how to say hollow? So if you see this paper, you have a center hole, right? So this is hollow. So next, the stem may possess hair. In that case, it is hairy. It may be glabrous, that is hair is absent, and the stem will be smoother. So potato, you can see an underground stem. That is also possible, and the scientific term for potato is Solanum tuberosum. This is the binomial nomenclature. This also we have seen. And if you take a leaf, the leaves are arranged in an alternate manner, and it may be either simple or it is pinnately compound, feather-like compound leaves, where the leaves are divided into small units called leaflets, and the venation will be reticulate, and they doesn't have stipule here, hence it is known as exstipulate. Next, we are going to describe our floral characters. So first thing is inflorescence, solitary, it is single, and where the single flowers will be present in the axil. So this here in the axis it will be present. If it is present here, it is terminal, but that doesn't don't confuse here. Here what we have to focus, the flowers are solitary, that is single, and it is present in the axil, hence it is axillary. Or sometimes it may be cymose. Cymose means the older flowers will be on the top and the younger ones will be at the bottom, as in the case of solanum. So how the flower is, it is actually bisexual, both male and female is present in the same flower, and it is actinomorphic. Wherever you cut, it will give you two equal halves. So next is calyx. So here it is a pentamerous arrangement because it is 5, right? So sepals are 5, they are fused. So it is gamosepalous, and they persistent, they will last long in the flower. Till the flower is there, the calyx will also be there. Some cases are there when the flowers bloom, the calyx will shed, but here it is persistent, that is the calyx will stay for a long time, and it has valvate estivation. So here the units are arranged adjacent to each other and they do not overlap each other. That is valvate estivation. Now you can explain everything, right? Because you have already studied in the previous videos, and if you clearly understood that, you can say the meaning by yourself here. So next is corolla. Here also petals is 5. So if the calyx is starting with 5, the remaining parts will be either 5 or multiples of 5. So here it is a pentamerous arrangement. So the units are arranged in 5 or multiples of 5. So corolla, petals 5, they are also united. So gamma petalous, and it shows valvate estivation, same as here. And androecium, stamens are 5, and epipetalous. Epipetalous means the stamens are attached to the petals. So gynoecium, it is bicarpellary, obligately placed syncarpous ovary. Actually, this obligately placed syncarpous ovary is a characteristic feature of this family Solanaceae. So bicarpellary, bi means 2, so there are 2 carpels. And what is this obligately placed? It means it is placed in a unique manner, that is here it is diagonally arranged. That is what is mentioned here, obligately placed, it is arranged in a unique manner, that is it is diagonally placed, and syncarpous, the carpels are fused together, and the ovary is superior, and it has two locules. So it has 2 locules. So in which placentation we have seen the locules? It is obviously axial placentation. So placenta swollen with many ovules. Many ovules will be here, and it is axial. Since it is loculed, it is axial placentation. So next is fruit. It may be either berry. Berry means juicy fruit, or it may be capsule. The fruit may be dry when it is it may pop open to liberate the seeds. It may be like that also. And the seeds are many here, and it has endosperms, hence it is known as endospermous. Now you can see by by seeing this, it is actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx of 5. So what is this bracket indicate? That I forgot to say, sorry. So this bracket, if the number is written in the bracket, it means it is fused. So here it is gamosepalous, and this is gamopetalous. Since here you can see an arrow here, right? So this petals, that is corolla, unit is petals, and androecium, they are connected by an arrow. Here you can see the stamens are epipetalous. That means the stamens are attached to the petals. That is what is indicated by this arrow. And gynoecium, it is bicarpellary, we have seen. So it is 2, and it is indicated by a line at the bottom which says that it is superior ovary. Now you are clear. So actinomorphic, bisexual, 5 calyx, that is gamosepalous, 5 petals, that is gamopetalous, and this androecium is also 5, and it is epipetalous, that is it is attached to the petals, and this gynoecium is bicarpellary and superior ovary. So actually, what is a floral diagram? So what we have seen as a floral formula, we will draw it in a diagram. So we have mentioned that valvate estivation, here you can see, right? So clearly you can understand now. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sepals. They have valvate estivation, that is they are not overlapping each other. And what is this indicates? This indicates a fusion. We have seen the sepals are fused with each other, that is gamosepalous, which is indicated by this joining. Next we will go to the next layer, that is petals or corolla. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 5 we have seen. It is also fused gamopetalous, which is indicated by this symbol. Next we will move to the next layer, that is androecium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is also 5, and we have seen it is epipetalous, that is it is attached to the petals. Here you can see the stamen is attached by a line to the petals. See, everything is clearly denoted by this floral diagram, right? So next we will pass on into this center part, which is ovary. We have seen it is bilocular, so here it is 2 bilocular, and it is axial placentation. How it is arranged? It is arranged diagonally. So a simple diagram and this floral formula will describe this in a clear map. Up to this you can say clearly. So up to this gynoecium. So a floral diagram and floral formula will give a clear idea of this calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium arrangement in a plant. I hope you understood.